position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders. Boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the... sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Clemson Tigers offense will go to work first. One of the biggest and best surprises of the 2024 season was just how good South Carolina was. That was evident when they went into Death Valley and fought until the bitter end and pulled one out against Clemson.
And South Carolina had a great season a year ago, but the cherry on the sundae was going into Death Valley and beating their rivals. Like, Clemson remembers this because Lenora Sellers takes off. He takes the 20-yard scramble with a minute left. Like, Clemson made so many mistakes, was very much in the football game. But, Jesse, this one stung a year ago.
It did. This defense for Clemson, they've got to be able to get off the field. You mentioned Lenora Sellers, David. He ran the ball 16 times. He was a workhorse on the ground for South Carolina. So for the defending ACC champions, if they're going to get this win in this big rivalry game defensively, they have got to be great on third down.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Klubnik. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
The Tigers are marching down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It's as if you're in GOAT in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Fires to the wide. There, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the run, it's Davidson. And he was fortunate not... Huge yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Offense changing the play. Now the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got him. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. Touchdown, Clemson! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So South Carolina's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got enough for the first. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going up top again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be... to beat.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Nice job there by the QB because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the... is running out of room to defend. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Fakes to grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Bennett. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Now, Lenore Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
To the air, it's Sellers. Finds some fresh air. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big back up there, and this offense is feeling it.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Let's go. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Bennett. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Pulls it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Pressure coming. Makes the grab, it's Randall. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. but I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the battle between South Carolina and Clemson plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. For a strong run. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
Yeah, and I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks in the hurry up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage. Ready.
Going over the top. He's got it inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Here we go. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off play action on 1st down. Bring in the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Intentional throw.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Making side adjustments here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
Not much of a decision to make. There's the defense will move them back. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Rushes on him. Complete to the right. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they're still short of the first down. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and catch. It's more. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. The give to the back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard, it's at the 26.
I think if staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. Take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
I love the aggressive nature on offense here. You're winning this game. A lot of coaches would choose to punt on that fourth down and just go play defense and try to ice this thing, but not them. They're going to try to leave their offense out there. That's the third, fourth down.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Ineligible safety, downfield.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the RPO, complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Finds his man, it's Randall. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of the time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Clemson with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make them.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay. At the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Slings it downfield. He's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. To the air on first down. Going for it all. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You want to talk about controlling a game? This Clemson defense hasn't even allowed 150 yards.
That's insane. I mean, that is video game type numbers. That's crazy. You can't find that kind of numbers anywhere. This day and age, so much offensive.
Oh, he's got some space. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Throws for the tight end. And they can't complete the... pass on 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
South Carolina, 14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bennett. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Harbor. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it on the outside. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Gamecocks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the gun. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And they'll try to fight a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will score! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Immediately fires to the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Bennett. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's going for it all. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.